Good afternoon. We have about 30 minutes for the market to open. So we are going to do the routine now. Let's see what we find. And let me double check the stream is working correctly so I can share the link. So here is the link. I can share that link on Discord. And we are about to go. The news of the day is Oracle. Let me go here. So the news of the day is Oracle. What's going on? As of now, it's about 13% down, 165. And the reason for this is nothing new. We have talked about how AI Capex it's a real or could turn to be a real burden for these companies. Yes, they're printing money, they have very large revenues, but still they're spending a lot, significant. So my question here is, how do we manage the risk? So we need to look for asymmetrical risks, correct? We look for something that can provide a risk of one, but a reward at least of two. With valuation currently, with current valuation, the only way to do that is managing the stop losses. With a stop loss of overnight of 13% in something like Oracle, it's hard. It is very hard. So to start the daily routine, let's go to the news, the main news of the last 24 hours. This is yesterday. We had the Fed, market close higher, they lower rates. Very nice. We woke up with a surprise. Here you have, we woke up with a surprise and we see that, hey, Fed lower. US sees sanctioned oil tanker off cost of Venezuela. And that's 7 hours ago. 8 hours ago, Fed signals pause on rate cuts. Okay, that's something to carry forward. Trump administration, this is the same, 19 hours ago, Intel pursued deal to boost CEO fortune. Okay, 18 hours ago, Lilly next generation drug on weight loss. Okay, 2 hours ago. It's a main news, but not market moving event. Oracle is a market moving event. Majority defense policy bill most likely will go through. Honduras Congress says it will not validate election results. Okay, not market moving event for the US. And the last one, an hour ago, it's Financial Stability Oversight Council. So we go to companies. Of course, we have the big thing of Oracle today. We'll start with our charts, but before that, let me go to the daily routine. Remember, this is the link that we use every day. And opening these links. So we can see, hey, economic news for today. So this is jobless claims, 8:30. We just had that 30 minutes ago. And then two delay events and nothing more. Okay, the Fed balance sheet at 4:30. Tomorrow, also relaxed day. So think about this. Today we had 8:30 news. Yesterday we had the news. So let's see what direction the market picked and if we have similar currents. So far, I go here and open this to be able to note in the charts, and let's get the job done. First of all, market indexes for the last 3 months as of the close of yesterday. First thing I see is this China index trading lower. Japanese index trading lower. And then in another group, we have European and US, UK, Europe, and USA trading about flat. About flat, right? Carrying that forward. Next picture. Month to date, as of yesterday's close, we are positive. In the quarter, we're positive, and in the year, we are about 17. Yesterday, we had a move that took just this week low and this week high. This is relevant because we want to see in which direction we break. As of now, it's not 100% clear given the news that we found. Next picture. Yeah, positive yesterday for the S&P, but not super positive. This is the range of what? 0.5 for yesterday. Still, it is true there is no downside pressure. This is positive. Next picture. Oh, here we have new highs minus new lows as of yesterday close. We can see the lack of new lows for the months of December. Similar story in the Nasdaq Stock Exchange. Remember, this is New York Stock Exchange, Nasdaq Stock Exchange. So selling pressure is not there. I mean, yeah, the market could be trade higher, lower, but not significantly. Let's see if this changes today. Very important. VIX, it closed yesterday in 16.6. If the VIX does not trade higher, the market is not likely to go lower. With a VIX of 16.6, hey, I am not very, very concerned. Similar chart that every day, here, similar chart that every day, and here, relevant. Where were the movers of the last 2 days? Russell positive. We want to see the divergence. So this is important. So we want to see if there is divergence between YM, Dow Jones, Russell, and S&P 500. Why? Because lower rates help small caps more than they help large caps. So I want to see if that continue, and let's see if the drop now is only in technology or the drop also goes to other sectors, right? So let me go there and focus on what has been strong for the last 2 days. Russell, Bitcoin, gold, no, Google, silver, the strongest of all, and that's it, right? If this is strong from the last 2 days, let's see if it translates in the last 5 trading days. Yeah, Russell, strong. Silver, about the same. The last 5 days is just in the last 2 days, right? And the weakness here, Nikkei, so we can see it has lost in the last 2 days what it made in the last 5 days. In the last 14 days, what is very, very strong? Silver. Silver is very strong. Oil, we wanted to see downside pressure. We are not seeing it so far. In the last 30 days, it's about 3.7% as of the close of yesterday. So let me open up the charts and we analyze. Remember that this was about 10 minutes. Not bad. Not bad at all. So what do we have here? Let me get 1 second. I want to see if something is working. Yeah, it is working. So what do we have here? Let's start with Oracle. Gap down about 13%. We can see that. What is? Oh, I didn't open the trading platforms. Let me open trading platforms. What do we have here to open? So first of all, Ninja Trader, Interactive Brokers, and Thinkorswim. Uh, we'll wait while Ninja Trader open, and let's start with Oracle overnight. So here we can see that Oracle is not here. Let me close this, focus on this. Let me go. Like this. What do we have for Oracle? So we had this key trend line. And now we can draw, duplicate trend line that it was broken, right? So this trend line is going to be broken as soon as we get overnight data. You can see here. Oops, and we are trading to 192. Big significant drop. Is this taking the other stocks down? So Nvidia is down, Tesla about flat, Broadcom and Nvidia are the one that taking a larger hit. The question is, hey, are these stocks going to trade higher during the day, or we're going to see the downside pressure? The only way we are able to, well, the only way I know, I can predict with some degree of certainty is with market internals. We'll have that data in about 15 minutes, right? So far, yeah, the minus 13% in Oracle is heavy, is bad for Oracle. The contagion around the sector is not there yet. Let's start with the euro dollar. Gap up 117. Impressive. Bitcoin is still around 190. We are inside of these boxes. Remember, this is a a trade where this box is the risk we're willing to take. This box is where we want to do the one-to-one risk reward, and activate this box here. It will be the 2-to-1 risk reward ratio if we reach above 1005. So far, it's trading lower inside of this box. We'll see how this resolves. Crude around 57. Oh, this is a nice push to the downside today. 195 as of now. The ES, let me give you overnight data, because with the picture of yesterday where the Fed cut rate, we closed at the high, breaking the high of the week. You remember? Yeah, right at the high of the week. We broke the high of the week. Overnight, press all the way down, taking the low of the week. And now we are going to open about the middle range of the week, right? This great area here that you can see here is, hey, this is the gap, right? We've found some type of resistance here. We're finding some type of support to the downside. It is true that yesterday was bullish. Today, so far, we took overnight yesterday's low. I'm not so certain. This now, let's try to move it here with the same slope. I know it's pushing technical analysis, but that's what we have. If we remove this, can go here. But what do I see? So we had, this is the low. Then we have a higher high, higher low, higher high. That was simple, right? Then from that, and this is where it became quite tricky at the end of last week, of the on October, sorry, in the last week of October. The trick was that here we have a lower high, lower low, right? And a higher high. I'm sure I can do that better. A higher high. Then we have a double low or double bottom, right? Here in this area. And this was the China tariff low. Very, very, very mechanical. And I was thinking, hey, the easy route is right here and we go here. And this is what I posted yesterday. You can see that on Twitter, on X, right? I posted that yesterday. That's the easy way. Now in the morning, we have the issue that we took this low. This low. So I'm thinking, this is a lower high. That's my question. This is where we're going to risk the money. We're long. This is a lower high, then we are in trouble because it's looking for this. Remember, this line here is the end of the year. Okay. The truth is, I'm not sure the truth. The scenario is holding here and then trade higher to trade this. So let's disregard, bulls need to disregard Oracle news, either today or tomorrow. The sooner they do it, the stronger the market is, right? So far, NQ and ES are about flat, right? Well, let me go and see how the rest of the world is, because we didn't do this. Equity indexes, and we go to the future indexes. We clear the board and we look at the future indices as of now. Okay, no, as of now, 15 minutes. 15 minutes. I don't have live data here. So in Europe, they're about flat, right? There is some CAC was positive. The FTSE in Italy was positive. Spain, 1%. Americas, negative so far. And Asia, positive. We have here the Nikkei, Australia, and Hansen. So overall, yeah, the big news of Oracle, but it's not doing a lot of damage. You can see here, look, we have ES positive in the last 5 days and 0.3 down as of today, as of now. As Nasdaq positive in the last 5 days and 0.5 as of now. So it's not super negative. I don't want to put the bear hat on, right? We'll see the data when they start trading here. So far, Tesla, I mean, these guys, Apple is up even, right? So let's go through the list. Gold, inside of this box, right? Bull flagging. Let me do a bigger zoom so you can see. How can we draw the flag? What about like this? We got a large trade alert. Let me see, what's this? To the upside, at least a buy, 60 contracts. Not heavy, but 60 contracts. A bull flag, if it are likely to resolve where? To the upside, right? Why? Because silver already did it. Silver, it's already all-time highs, keeps trading higher. Let me duplicate this, because if there is a pullback, that's where it should return. The trade 2-to-1 risk reward, we should look at it around here. Boot power, not trade here. And let's say bulls in control. Right, sure. Not shorting. And let me activate this and put it here. So I'm not shorting this too strong. VIX, hey, if this was a really large sell off, it would trade higher. It's not trading higher. YM is positive today, right? If the Oracle thing really spook the market, the YM would not be positive. It would not. So now we can set a risky trade to all-time highs. Duplicate. This will be 1-to-1, right? Duplicate. This is a 2-to-1 risk reward trade. So the stop loss will be yesterday's low. You see the difference between the 1M and the ES. The ES took yesterday's low. The NQ took yesterday's low. The YM did not take yesterday's low. Let's go and see the Russell. The Russell, similar to the YM, did not take yesterday's low. So let's do the same. Drawing, set the, oops. This is not the drawing one. Duplicate. Move. The thing is the stop loss is very large. So let me trim it to just now. Right? And then we can do duplicate. And duplicate. And you tell me if this trade does not make sense to you. We have here a 2-to-1 risk reward ratio where the stop loss will be the overnight low and the high will be here, that is around 26. Three minutes for market internals. This is not looking crazy because the small caps benefit a little more than the large caps on rate cuts. It is true that there is not many rate cuts coming, but this is what we have. YM. And now I'm thinking, why not to put the stop loss at today's low? Just like in the Russell. Yeah, let's do that. Activate. So this would create a 2-to-1 risk reward like this. That it's much closer and it can be done on before the end of the year. If we trade higher, but at least we have a 2-to-1 risk reward ratio with a tight stop, right? Maybe the other one with yesterday's low, yeah, we will not take us down so much, but the stop loss is far away. Apple here. Apple, it broke the trend line. This is the same 2-to-1 risk reward ratio. You can see here. Apple is strong. We can see here Apple is still almost positive when all the rest are negative. One more minute to open, and we are open. So let's review market internals, share the data, and we can take it from there. Now we have data. Chipotle down, Google strong, Meta downturn, Microsoft gap down, holding the low, it's the same. Nvidia, oof, I didn't want this. I did not want this. So this trade did not work. You see, 2-to-1 risk reward ratio. It was taken now. We have to take it apart. Remove, remove, remove. Taking that. Insert. It's not filling me.
Order cancelled. Order filled.
Okay. I don't know if you hear that, but now we are filled. Let me put some music. And let me put this. I don't know if you hear it. Let me change it. I guess you hear now, correct? Yes, you hear it, right? So if I talk, you can hear it. Let me put it a little lower. So you just hear in the background. This is Nvidia. Negative. Oracle, this is the huge gap that we mentioned. Pressing to new lows. Palantir, holding, QQQ, Russell, strong. And to conclude, Tesla. And this is the trade in Tesla. The 2-to-1 risk reward trade is taking a while to work, but we are getting there. This is the trend line. Remove trend line. Let me activate this drawing and move it closer to where it needs to be. There, and these two activate and move it closer where it needs to be. So that's the trade, 2-to-1 risk reward ratio. Let me move, activate this trend line, make it better. Edit, let me make it thicker to a 3. Activate and go from this low to this low. It's probably going to break it, but let's see. Market internals. What do we have right now? And we open the S&P 500 here. So we can take this picture and we see it like this. Market internals. So mixed, where New York Stock Exchange is getting new money in, Nasdaq is a little moving some money out. Flat for the volume, advanced and decliners are improving. Infotech is down, but the other sectors are green from the open. Remember, this is from the open. Ticks around 300. So take a picture of this. send the picture to Discord. Discord. So intraday, Control V, enter, and we can say here for Discord, mixed vol, advanced going higher, inside day for S&P 500 and Nasdaq. Let me erase all of this. Let me go to the trading terminal and let's see what we have here. So new trades going higher, pushing, another push. I like that. This means, hey, it's not as expensive. We go in, we'll see how it develops. So volume, you can see here the volume delta. Let me make this lower, speed of tape here, here. So it pushed, getting green, 98, the high was 12. Ticks holding, positive, Infotech, XPX at near the high. And let's review jumbo large individual companies, top equities. Oh, now Apple is selling. What do we have here? Tesla down. So everything is weak so far. Only Amazon is up, but you see it's not even green. Let's press it lower. Let's see which one is the one that is going to take the lead. Here we're getting new trades, push up, it took the 12, almost at the 30s. So there was a strong candle to the upside and then went to the 30s and returned. For real? For real. And so this was here 95 contracts at the high. Not sure if it's stop loss. Microsoft is now pushing higher. Amazon, oh, Tesla is pushing to low of days with a bad formation. Ample as well. Let's see here what we have. Nvidia 2 down. Tesla keep pushing. So it went back up to 21. 65 with the ES. So it's Tesla and Google, Tesla, Google, and Apple, the one that push into new lows. But no one is pushing to new highs. YM, it's much stronger. Look at the difference. You see YM new high, right? Is Nasdaq selling. Russell also pushing, and ES and this is not pushing to new lows, but NQ it is close. You see, it's pushing to new lows. It's going to take this low and then reverse. Watch. But maybe it's going to take it. See specific stocks. Okay, so now we have Microsoft pushing higher, but then Apple is selling, Google is selling, and it's going to take the Nasdaq lower. So they took the low. So watch. They took this low, right? And now it's going to push. The question is it going to push to 30, right? That's the big question. Is it going to push to 30? Or 5? We need Apple to go back positive. It's putting low of the days while the other stocks are not so far. Nvidia gap down and went. Apple new lows. It's a burden for the NQ, definitely. Meta improving. And Amazon is going. Let me check here the picture. So up, neutral, up, Microsoft. Microsoft is pushing. Okay, Microsoft is pushing. Apple down, neutral, Broadcom, Meta, Google, neutral. Back to YM. See YM. Look, continue to press high. Right. So we have 5-minute candles since the open. 2-minute candles. So 2 5-minute candle. So pressing higher. While the NQ took this low, and now is a chance to go to 30. bet with Apple like this, it is not. Microsoft going, Nvidia, one of these need to really push. If not, it's going to be down. Chart, we can go here, 50 minutes. New lows on the NQ. You see volume delta is disappearing, it's going down. The delta, the cumulative delta is going down. With price. If I have to find a reason has to be Apple. Just retrace, did a new low and retrace. Let's see if this was a flash for the break of the trend line. Yes. So this is the flash for the break of the trend line consolidation of the last 2 days. Broke these stop losses over here. Now the question is, and we're going to press lower now. YM is a very different story. You see YM, 30-minute candle. Russell, 30-minute candle, cave, pullback. So 100 points from this high. Market internals, I mean, they're not bearish, right? Thank you. Now XPX trading a low of the day. Let's see the ES. Low of the day as well. Some sectors giving up pressure. And we're trading below yesterday's low on NQ. can get to overnight low. And we get to overnight low. Clearly, these stocks are much weaker than what market internals are showing. The question is it going to drag YM as well? Is selling going to drag YM and Russell? If it drags them, this is real selling. And it is dragging them in. New lows on NQ. They drag the ES to new lows. YM holding better. Russell It just went to new lows. Turn negative. Minutes, 4-hour candles. This is 600. Okay, so far that's had been selling. I mean, market internals are not really bearish, right? Look, uh, holding here, positive here, tick positive so far for just about 26 minutes. But the tech stocks, look at this. Oh. Tech stocks has been weak. All of them are weak. We're going to take overnight low. My question is, if they want to take overnight low on the NQ, then what, right? Overnight low. Okay. Now advance, look at this. The cumulative delta is is trading higher with buying trades here. Some not very large trades, 69 contracts, 34 contracts, 36 contracts, 32. Near the low of yesterday. Let me double check. The big still 17, 3% up. Okay, so with this, I finish the stream and I'll catch you in the next one. I'll see you. Bye bye and take care. Um, okay.